in the last episode, we expanded both the guild and our graveyard by another, well, position. So let's hope I actually didn't forget to use the Runes of Fate last time again, and let's play the Guild of Dungeoneering. Now, since the mime... Oh no, we didn't want to do that. I want to do that. Why does it have to be so close? And we're still here at the very, very start of this dungeon. Anyway, we'll have to try this. And since both the mime and the bruiser did reasonably well here last time, we're going to send those two again. Although I like the bruiser a lot more here. Okay, if we put in this here, if we will put this here, come on. Then we'll put two ice cream monks here, so we get two fights. And then we'll see what comes out of this. This is actually quite horrible because I don't like those cards at all. I would have liked one of my simple blocks there. Yeah. Okay, let's freeze you too. Thank you, Greg. Okay, what will that do to him now? Nothing! Absolutely nothing at all. Great. Okay, he has a snowball, which we cannot currently counter in any way, shape or form. And another, which is kind of useless to us. The thing is, he's probably bound to have this one card he nicked from us earlier. Very soon. In fact, he has it now, which spells doom for our mime. Yeah, he did way better last time, but at least we get to... it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what he stole, so at least we get to send the bruiser again.
A scream is heard to chill the bones, so lift the earth and lay the stones. A martyr.
Yeah, that was bad. Had we been able to keep the imaginary cannon...
But others would have had more sense.
Yeah, I know who had more sense. The bruiser. This was a pretty decent run last time because the bruiser has all those cards we need. Okay, so go in there. Find you and you and Rune of the Fates. Okay, we'll have to block that. I mean, those first battles are easy. Luckily. I mean, they're supposed to be easy if you have the right classes. And this is, for example, something I wouldn't want to do with the Snow Witch, because I think she'd get her ass handed, because they'd be able to steal all her cards, and you'd kind of have to get one battle right at least. And that's actually one of the things that I don't like about a later class as well, that also has a lot of magical defense cards and in magical blocks, but very little in terms of offense. And that just makes it very difficult to play, because you don't have an easy time getting those abilities right. Ugh. Okay, no. Could place that here. Want to? Can't do anything else. So we'll put a monk defender there. Because why the hell not? That's pretty much all we can do. I don't want... I can't do something here. And I don't want to put a direct corridor there. So we'll have to end our turn way too early. I would have actually liked to fight at least one more ice cream monk before we go into the Mixed Master, but it apparently should not be. So we'll have to try to block him and just sort him out that way. Probably try to fight another Mixed Master after that. At least he has very low health, so we can just outblock him easily. It's not too hard. And there goes that. Sometimes you just want to hold on to those unblockable attacks, even if they only do 1 damage. They're unblockable, which is kind of a guarantee. There's Retribution. That's actually an item we just unlocked. think we'll go with that, actually. Might have also... yeah, it might have really helped us in the last round. Do we want that? Actually, no, we don't want that. This is just better than the Tattered Mail. 1 health would be nice, but this class is kind of based on blocking everything anyway. So as long as we can pull that off, we'll go with it. Okay, this is kind of bad. We don't want to fight a Scooper Trooper already. Okay, a diamond here, Mixmaster there, and a gold pouch there. Okay, I probably shouldn't have done that with that Monk Defender there. This may have been a bad move, I already regret it. I really already regret it. Because swipe, oh my god, that hurt. And on the other hand, we actually got the Retribution, which is not a great card to base your strategy on, because it's a card that requires you to get hit quite a lot to trigger, and I think we can safely say this battle is lost. I have to counter here, just to get in as much damage as possible, even though I really don't think it will make much of a difference. Oh, now we have Repel. Well, great on that. Yeah, okay, that's it. We're done. We are totally done. Ah, damn it. Okay, you know what? We'll try another dungeon first.
Their future now is in the past, and all because their selfish pride was chasing fame and...
Actually, no, we'll have to do... I mean, we should be able to do this. Could also go into the Curious Crypt, but I don't want to, because I kind of know how this ends already. I've played the entire regular campaign and the entire pirate expansion. So I kind of want to figure this out first, and I kind of want to see the end of this first. Okay, anyone else who has... I still think the Bruiser would be like the best class for this particular battle, but I suppose I'll send in the Shapeshifter now. Because at least the Shapeshifter has a bit of both defenses. Maybe if we could get a spiky Shapeshifter, that would be great. But we'll see. This is going to be the last round in this session I'm going to do. Okay, go here. Then we'll unlock this. I'll try to grind up battles here before we actually go into the bigger fights. Okay, we sadly can't block anything here, so I'll use that just to get it out of his hands. Because I'm quite sure he would have taken that regenerate card, and that would have sucked horribly. Okay, you'll not gain 2 health out of this, or 1 health. You'll just lose some health there. Guess we'll go with this. We have more health, which is always advantageous. And in this case, it might actually be a reasonably good idea to move towards... towards what did I want to move? There was something I wanted to move towards, but I forgot it now. There's some strategy stuff, but I really forgot it now. Alright, towards a bigger starting hand, so from the Flogus Tonic to like the Crone's Favor, or what it was. Okay, we may be able to take on the Mixmaster. Then go that way. Okay, will this work? He starts off strong with something we really didn't need. I'm gonna save my aspect of a dragon, even though that means I lose Rekindle. We'll block that. I may regret that later. Yeah, you gain 1 health, I gain 2 health. Ah, we are back where we started. That was completely useless. Okay. Yeah, let's just block that. I really don't need to discard because discarding means I'll lose options here, and I only have 2 cards. So now we're down to 1, and it's one that really doesn't help me much. We're not gaining another card, but still, it's a horrible card to draw now or to use now. Okay, we'll repel that. And we'll end the battle there. Okay, we need more of those lose shift but gain counter. Actually, screw that, we'll take the stalagmite, which is the offhand item. Okay, the stalagmite goes offhand. Maybe I can actually remember that. And if we can find level 1 enemies, we'll definitely put them there. We can't. I'll fight the Mixmaster all day long, but I refuse to actually take on one of the defenders of the cones. I'm just too scared of them, okay? They creep me out. They're strong. I don't like battles I could lose. I think that's a very, very easy to understand notion there. Okay, we'll erase that. And another card is ours. And we can counter now, which is great. Look at that, we're making progress. We'll definitely not let that happen. Not sure how many scoops he has, I would say 2. So we should be past the scooping period now. Until he gets... Oh, he still has those, well, great. Well, doesn't matter. Until he gets his cards back, but luckily that won't happen. Okay, we don't want another hat. We don't want that. Actually, I'll just take some gold, thank you. Okay, we can fight you there, that's perfectly fine. Got another Mixmaster there. I guess a Scooper Troopers, so all of those will move towards me, which should be okay. This should actually be okay for us. We'll have to use that. Yeah, he takes 1 card, and it was of course the better card. We'll not let that happen though. And this is where he gets his second scoop. No, he doesn't get a second scoop. I'll regenerate, because I know, I'm quite sure there is a second scoop in there somewhere. And I don't want to see it go through. There it is. That's what I save the counter for. At least those only do 1 damage, unless of course it is the Scooper Trooper, where he gets his recharge in and then goes with way more damage. Okay, next turn he gets his final card back. So let's not let that happen. He gets all his cards back, and he draws his final cards from the deck. Okay. Spiky would be amazing, but I think we'll go with that. That's at least more damage against the unblockable, and I think somebody wielding a scimitar and a stalagmite is quite a horrible sight to behold. I mean, the stalagmite is not actually piratey, but right now we look kinda piratey. We'll regenerate over that. So, face tanking it, hooray! Reminds me, I actually have to remember or rename all of those episodes later. So it's actually one of the worst things or one of the things I like least about recording. It's not renaming itself, but I usually do like a batch of videos, and then I don't feel like tabbing out of the game between every video, for the very simple reason that this sometimes messes up your recording software, and then I have to set it up again. Like OBS really doesn't like it for some reason. And that's why I often go with just making the entire batch and then eventually tabbing out. I actually usually only do that right before I move towards uploading. So I often do that sometimes in the morning. like before I go to work, I get my videos ready for upload, and actually, let's go here. Let's put those there. So that means they will catch up with us later. And we'll get a lot of fights, so we definitely get to grind up our equipment. Let's use that. And let's hope he doesn't go in with too many good attacks now. Like the reload and shoot combo was pretty nasty. Ow, that was actually kinda annoying as well. I should have blocked that. Why do you get to do that again? You have too many reloads in there. At least we get to do this. Aha, have at thee. Yeah. Generate, and I don't have regenerate that's that good. Otherwise I would totally like it now. Okay, we have to do that now. Okay. That's my alarm. We'll rekindle. I need this health. I badly need that health. Not that it makes much of a difference. And now he didn't steal my bark skin, that's good. Something that went right. Okay, please give me something I can work with. Please give me something I can work with. Okay, we'll have to block that. Oof, okay, that works. We can live with that. Shit. Damn it! We're so close always. I was hoping we could take him on, but we couldn't. So next round it's back to the
Gather round and listen now.
back to the bruiser. And
An epic journey,
maybe we'll finally do it.
but also
Maybe we'll finally do it. Maybe Maria can break our curse there. So it's apparently the curse to be betrayed, which may or may not be the title of this video, depending on whether or not I remember it by the time I actually rename it. Anyway, until next time. Bye!